everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Mary Chibak, and I'm Assembly Prep. It's my pleasure to welcome you to one of our most important and, for me, joyous events. Today we celebrate exemplary performances and achievements in academics, the arts, athletics, and service learning, the 4 pillars of Prep's program. You can't have an educational program or a community like ours without the mentors, leaders, and co-conspirators who set the tone and build the culture. Could I have a round of applause, please, for our faculty? Faculty and staff and our students are lucky to have you. Thank you. Students, I thought for a long time about hook for my welcome remarks, and I finally settled on this. I have a secret formula that can boost not only your academic success, but your finances and your fitness. Do I sound like an Instagram influencer right now? Day promises. I learned this secret in geology class my first year of college, specifically from Charles Lyell, one of the first to theorize about the Earth's true age. Science department, scientists, are you with me? Charles Lyell? Thumbs up. Published in 1830, Lyell's Principles of Geology is one of the most important works of science in human history. Nearly single-handedly, he deconstructed the incorrect notion that the Earth was 6,000 years old, and its topography had been built nearly instantaneously through catastrophes, specifically floods and earthquakes. As we know, what's actually true is that erosion and tectonics sculpted the Earth over billions of years, a process known as uniformitarianism or incrementalism. I think it should have been called Lyell's Law, but he didn't have a great PR department, and so it was called incrementalism. The motto of uniformitarian science is the present is the key to the past. Tiny, unseen, and incremental changes add up. Side note, Lyell's book accompanied Charles Darwin on the voyage of the Beagle, his multiple-year trip around the globe, and its theories allowed him to find the time needed for natural selection to be a viable theory in the scientific world. Together, these interrelated revolutions form the basis of biology and geology. As promised, fitness and finance. So as much as I have personally tried, I can't bankrupt myself or make myself wealthy in a day or a week, nor can I get myself in or out of shape quickly. What I do incrementally determines my physical and financial health. So if you've been paying attention, I'm sure you've noticed that the secret formula is incremental progress and leg day. I don't see a lot of leg day in the preparation. I bring this up because it's possible that some of you, and students, I'm really looking at you specifically, some of you are sitting here thinking, what in the actual heck is Mr. Chibak talking about? And why is it he's talking about rocks? This assembly actually has more to do with our younger students than it does with our seniors. Sorry, seniors, on your days in a couple weeks. The awards we're about to give are not about perfection, they're about progress. Tiny, unseen, and incremental changes have added up to some amazing things. The present isn't just the key to the past. The present and how you spend it are the keys to the future. So please don't think like those that incorrectly believe in capitalism that these achievements happen quickly, randomly, or effortlessly. Educational research has proven time and time again that your mindset matters in how much you achieve. If you conceptualize today's award winners as talented kids who would have succeeded no matter what they did, you'd be getting it wrong, and it'd be easier for you to make the mistake of thinking that they have something that you don't. The truth is that students receiving awards today have talent paired with hard work. And so we Daily efforts and gritty determination build mountains and cut canyons, not just on the earth, but in every field of human endeavor. So I ask our student body to reflect on the progress that we made this year, and perhaps a little audience participation is a good idea. Students, could you stand if you just completed your first or second sports seasons this year in the upper school? Can we see you? Stood up too early because you misunderstood the instructions, but don't worry, you'll need to stand up again. So these are students who've done 1 or 2 seasons total. Now I want folks who've done 3 or 4 seasons total. Where are you? Thank you. 5 and 6 seasons total in your correct career today. 7 and 8. 9 and 10. Yeah. We're reaching the limits of what's theoretically possible, but there are those who've done 11 and 12. It's really possible to do 13 or more if someone does a sport twice at once. Anyone in that category? There's a few working. Could you also stand? I want to make sure I get the instructions right so you do this correctly. If you took on a leadership role on a sports team this year, how about a mock trial team? Could you stand? Supercomputing challenge? How about the chess team? Where are you at? I'll finish with 2 of our proudest programs. Could we please have a pass of noses off prize? And lastly, Spamalot. Well done. As you know, none of this happened instantaneously or effortlessly. And whether you win an award today or you aspire to do so in the future, congratulations and thank you for your great work this year. Proud to introduce Carla Weston.
Welcome. The Cum Laude Society is a national academic honor society founded in 1906 to promote learning and scholarship in secondary schools. Cum laude is Latin for with praise. The Santa Fe Preparatory Chapter is founded in 1979 and is one of just 2 in the state of New Mexico. Each year, the top students of the junior and senior classes are inducted into the society. I would like to first recognize last year's cum laude members. So we can just give a applause for each one of them. Sophia Alexandrescu. Cora Bisbee. Thomas Buckley. And Abigail I'll have you line up in front of your illustrious colleagues. So, like this, in front of us. This year's senior inductees are Clifton Nolan Lehman. Virginia Moore. Greta Swanson. Haley Thompson. And Alexander Wolber. This year's junior inductees are Colette Lee, Zoe Marcus, Frederick Murray, Inho Liu, Maya Naziri, and Andrea Bonescu. Through your distinguished record at Santa Fe Prep, in terms of both excellence and rigor of your coursework, you have earned membership in the Cum Laude Society. This society is a fellowship of scholars whose purpose is to recognize excellence in academic work. As you pursue your education, it is our hope that you will accept the honor of membership in a society as a responsibility, and that you will seek to make a contribution to the ongoing search for greater understanding of the world we live in. Students, congratulations. And next, Eric Lynn will present the steward.
The Stalwart Steward Award, formerly known as the TAP Award, has been renamed in alignment with the steward capacity of our portrait of a graduate. It's awarded to a junior or senior student who has excelled in our TAP or service programs and has demonstrated a reflective awareness of themselves and their connections to the larger world. This year's winner is a student who has been an exemplary model, serving their community and world by selflessly nurturing care for the natural world and their relationships with others around them. This student has shown, quote, a dedication to stewardship of the land and her community. She has worked with the Fat Tire on trail maintenance for the last couple of years, has worked with Habitat for Humanity, and her SIP was through the Rocky Mountain Biological Lab studying dissolved oxygen rates in Colorado rivers. What's more is that this award was hard won, because breaking an ankle did not slow Emery Kirk down one bit, as she seamlessly transitioned from trail maintenance to communication and advocacy with the Fat Tire Society. It's for all of these reasons that I am honored to grant the Stalwart Steward Award to Emery Kirk. I'd now like to welcome Chris Porter and Mark Prochaska to award the Science and Math Award.
Learning science and math is much like being a curious explorer on a newly discovered world, eager to see what lies beyond each hill and valley. This year's recipient of the Math and Science Award is just such an explorer, eager to take on great mathematical and scientific journeys and see where they lead. This student is able to discern the essential details of abstract problems and scout for solutions. With intrepidity, they seek difficult challenges and show us joyful curiosity from their experiences. They help others in the intellectual journey as well, serving as an effective tutor for students in EP Calculus AD. This student has well-developed skills for making the path accessible for their classmates. It is an honor to present the 2024 Math and Science Award to Alex Wolf. Next, we have Vladimir Sabir for the Excellence in Language Award and Global Seals of Violins.
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Today, Senator Trust, in partnership with the Global Seal of Literacy, an independent international certifying body, celebrates the achievement of 15 extraordinary language students. These students have dedicated years of their life to mastering languages beyond English, and their efforts have culminated in a globally recognized level of proficiency, as evidenced by their AP exam scores in May of 2022. The first 6 students to be recognized have earned global seals of biliteracy in English and Spanish at the intermediate high level. Their dedication and perseverance have led them to this remarkable achievement. Congratulations. Cora Bisbee. Gus Cortis Mitchell. Abigail Cordaneto. Emily Kirk, Virginia Moore, and Haley Thompson. Advancing to the highest level of proficiency, nine students have earned global skills of biliteracy in English and Spanish at the advanced level, representing the pinnacle of certification for high school students. Their mastery of these languages reflects their diligent efforts and commitment to linguistic excellence. Congratulations to Jackson Brickland, Adriana January, Mitchell Robert, Charlie Hogan, Ethan Quintana, Daria Reyes Rule, Rhea Swanson, and Alexander Wolbert. Lastly, we honor a multilingual model, a polyglot. In case you're not familiar with this concept, a polyglot is a person who can communicate in at least 4 languages. In this case, Romanian, English, Spanish, and French. Moreover, this student has earned 2 global seals of biliteracy, one in English and Spanish, and another in English and French, both at the highest level achievable by a high school student. These students' boundless passion, insatiable curiosity, and unwavering enthusiasm for languages is not surprising when you learn that her passion for Romance languages started at an early age, as she embraced cultural diversity and family connections. Here at Santa Fe Prep, she has shown brightly and not only excelled academically, but also contributed significantly as a teaching assistant, enriching the learning experiences of her peers. In honor of this student's exceptional journey in language acquisition, remarkable dedication, and invaluable contributions to our community, it is with an immense pleasure that we recognize Sofia Alexandrescu. Award recipient. We look forward to seeing your positive influence on the world, driven by your cultural sensitivity, awareness, and intelligence. Felicitaciones. And now we have Kendall Freshenmeyer and Leslie Smith with the Robert Cork Humanities Award.
The Robert W. Kirk Humanities Award was created and sponsored by the Alumni Association to honor the contributions of retired humanities instructor Robert W. Kirk. The award goes to a senior who has demonstrated excellence in the humanities and who approaches life with a sense of wonder, seeking out an understanding of life's questions. The award consists of an inscribed book and a $500 contribution for the first year's tuition at the recipient's college of choice.
We have a penchant to valorize those who speak up readily, which is perhaps a natural tendency in an institution that prides itself on its active discourse. But our award winner this year is a student who proves that excellence does not consist in being the loudest voice in the room, but the most profound insights don't always emerge from heated debates. This student proves that excellence can emerge from a position of recipient stillness. In her senior speech, the student movingly describes the cards that she receives each year from her father. She writes, quote, "They usually begin with a metaphor, then flow into a story of my childhood, unfolding into a narrative of ironic and enduring character." And perhaps the most enduring aspect of this student's character has to do with the way that she perceptively reads both people and text. Her very impressed sophomore English teacher wrote, "Her work on the summer reading showcased her penetrating psychological insights. Here is how she began one essay. No skepticism is rooted from a place of fear of not being in control." By junior year, a teacher noted she is a keen observer of the human condition. She demonstrates this trait often in discussions through her empathy of the characters in our readings, as well as in her ability to interpret their motivations and desires. And by senior year, the same teacher, Dr. Walker, declared, "I can easily say that this student ranks among the most philosophically perceptive students I have ever taught at high school level." Dr. Walker is not a blessing exception. Our award winner was literally at the top of the list of every history and English teacher that campus throughout this year. Getting 12 cut teachers to agree on anything is guaranteed. We did, however, exclude her father from this poll for obvious reasons. For our Kurt Humanities Award winner for 2024 is Laura Bixby.
Our next presenter is
The Ginocchio Award is named after beloved art teacher Anita Ginocchio and is awarded to a junior who has made outstanding work in ceramics. The recipient of this year's award is not messing around. They have been committed to their ceramics practice since middle school and have been steadily improving their craft due to a desire for excellence and an eagle-eyed focus and commitment to quality during every step of the process. This student chooses ambitious projects and faces challenges with a sense of optimism, independence, and confidence. Their stoicness when faced with an obstacle is nothing short of inspiring. They lead by their powerful example in their ceramics classes and also through the Empty Bowls path. This student has been an integral part of Empty Bowls throughout their time in high school, and this year the program raised enough money to fund 8,000 meals at the Food Depot. This artist is also a Thanks everyone who did goals. This artist is also a fantastic printmaker. This year's recipient of the Ginocchio Award is Gabriel Montoya. Thank you, Dave. I'd like to introduce Brad Fairbanks, the chair of the Performing Arts Department.
individual arts faculty recognize one junior for their contribution in both departments, as well as their devotion to their academics and prep. This award, appropriately titled the Meme Award, is established to honor the memory of John Call and Faith Dean Sneed, architects, community activists, and benefactors to the school. It consists of $500 scholarship for prep, half goes to Channing and Brad. Just kidding. For the next academic year. This year's Meme Award winner was the unanimous pick from both departments. Sarah McNeely said this person that he has excelled in darkroom photography, quickly learned the analog process this year, and earned the honorable mention awards in both the statewide Future Voices photography contest and the regional Scholastic Artists and Writing. In the performing arts, he has been a standout on the stage since 7th grade and continues to mature as an actor and musical theater performer. His outstanding work in the prep shows from Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, Food, Boys is Off, Stand Rock, and he was nominated for Best Actor in his work in Something Rotten. He will always be applauded, and we can't wait to see what he has in store for us next year and beyond. He is currently volunteering his time designing and running lights with a musical that's coming up 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Until the junior, all while maintaining excellence in his academic classes. He is the epitome of who the founders of this award wanted to celebrate. Luke Bell! We're looking for the passion and hard work. Congratulations. I would love to introduce now, next up, Rachel Kessler and Madavara.
This award, new for the 2023-2024 school year, exemplifies the portrait of graduate trait of a culturally aware and responsive citizen. As such, it is called the Active Citizen Award. As described in the portrait of graduate, this award recognizes a senior who has gone above and beyond with the intention to understand, relate, and to uplift people with different perspectives and life experiences. This student honors and celebrates differences and also seeks to be a bridge builder in order to contribute to a more just and harmonious world.
This year, the faculty and staff decided to recognize multiple recipients who demonstrated these qualities, from their direct impact on conversations around diversity and inclusion on campus, to leaning on their own personal history and culture, regularly to call attention to inequity in our society. Both of these students have been invaluable contributors to asserting the importance of diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice at prep and in our work.
For this first student, from the beginning of her time at prep, this student has gone above and beyond in curiosity about how different cultures interact, the importance of understanding race diversity in American society, and how identity impacts lived experience today and throughout history. She approaches these questions with a critical eye and often seeks to apply legal analysis to her study as one way of considering how to craft a more just world. This student viewed every class as an opportunity to develop this critical eye from freedom and authority to religion in American society and eventually to Native American studies. As the founder of the Women in Government Club, a consistent member of the JADAG Club, and a force within student leadership, Jenny Moore has consistently worked to expand her intellectual and social horizons in an effort to understand those different from herself. In her aspirations to become one of the first Native women to serve on the Supreme Court, Jenny has created an intentional life geared toward justice. As such, we would like to recognize her as one of the first recipients of the Active Citizen Award.
his family living rooted in northern New Mexico for over 4 centuries, this student faced many challenges in assimilating Santa Fe Prep, making him somewhat self-conscious of the common expressions he would say within the comfort of his family. However, this student had the courage to face those challenges by leaning into his identity instead of shying away from it. He shows up consistently as his true self, and in doing so, creates opportunities for peers and adults to do the same, and to grow in their own observation, understanding, and celebration of difference. When the historic Santa Fe Foundation offered a fellowship this year, he jumped at the chance to be involved and felt strongly about providing a representative voice for the appreciation and protection of Santa Fe's unique personality. He has proudly developed craftsmanship as a Spanish colonial tinsmith and has shared about the vital role of the adobe murales that are dotted throughout northern New Mexico and southern Colorado, and the brotherhood of the penitentes in sustaining such uniquely Latino Catholic faith traditions. Yet a student so steeped in his own culture also responded to the challenges of his religion American society course with an openness and curiosity about other faith traditions. This student has made his own and the experiences of his classmates, and I would say faculty and staff as well, richer because of his commitment to bringing his culture into the classroom, while also showing curiosity and sympathy for the experiences of others. He has also been a constant champion for the inclusion and consideration for people from marginalized backgrounds and different abilities, and encouraged inclusion in a way that is not always so visible and bold. For all of these reasons and so many more, we are so excited to award the Court with the Active Citizen Award. Congratulations. I'm also a college counselor. I'd like to invite Mr. Doherty to come and present the Doherty Award.
Thank you. Mr. Doherty, I graduated from Santa Fe Prep this month, 45 years ago. And if you think that guy's really old, I'll reinforce that. I want you to know that that was the same year that Todd Kirk was the 9th grade. Is that right? And Coach Mitchell too, I think. Long before we had a gym or a standalone library or any of those wonderful things that you all do. I went through public schools in Santa Fe until the 9th grade, through the 9th grade, and the generosity of prep made it possible for me to attend here. Unlike any of my older siblings were able to. And because of prep's generosity and the amazing sacrifice of my parents, I was able to come here and then leave the state of New Mexico, which my family had not done before, to go to a small liberal arts college, University of Puget Sound in Tacoma, Washington. Literally changed my life. So when my parents passed away, my brothers, my sister and I created an award in their names, Margaret and Bernard Gordy, to honor the sacrifice they made to allow me to have the education that I had. So, we've given this award a dozen years, and this is the first time I've been able to quit. So, I so successfully left New Mexico, I didn't come back for 45 years. I spent 40 years as a dean and vice president of Lewis and Clark College, Puget Sound, Grinnell College, and Hofstra University. And I just retired last summer from New York and moved back to the house 6 blocks from the house I grew up in. So that's cool. But we asked the faculty each year to select someone in the class who has been a phenomenal contributor to the campus community, but also someone who is also leaving New Mexico to go to a private college somewhere, and who could use some help with. My parents never realized, oh, we have to get you there, and then you have to buy books. So we thought, let's do what we can to help someone as they make that great transition. So I'm thrilled to give the Nordic Book and Travel Award this year to Cora Casey. One of my favorite ninth graders ever.
Well, some things don't change. I was teased as a ninth grader. And it continues today. He was well. Good to have you back. Now, unlike the English teachers, who get any group of them together and it's hard to make a decision, sort of similar with coaches, but you have a secret weapon, you have somebody walking in with a black and white shirt, let's give a yellow card, or a technical or ejection, and you need to get them in line. So, with that being said, we honor one student each year with the Charles R. Carey Sportsmanship Award. This award is named after Chuck Carey, who served as athletic director here from 1990 to 2004. His legacy was to hold the value of sportsmanship above all others in the athletic program. This individual who exemplifies true spirit of sportsmanship in all of their athletic pursuits received a $500 prize for next year's tuition, and their name is added to a professional class that hangs in the Commons. This year we recognize a member of the junior class who is not only gifted and focused as an athlete, but has experience in multiple disciplines as an endurance athlete, competing both home and abroad. She always has the team's goals in mind, whether it means leading warm-ups, creating a life of enthusiasm, or just offering a smile. She is a consummate teammate, trying to help others be their very best. She will congratulate everyone, her teammates, even her opposition. Her track coach, Douglas Turco, writes, she exemplifies the motto of we compete alongside one another, not against one another. She understands, appreciates, and celebrates the sisterhood of sport competition. Her answer to the question of which event she would compete in as a track athlete, even when she was a rookie freshman, or actually even an 8th grader, was always the same. Whatever event helped the team the most, Coach. Congratulations, Howard Desmond. For the next award, I'd like to invite Ocean Mons Drive to join me. She is the current president of the Santa Fe Athletic Booster Board. The Santa Fe Athletic Booster Club provides immeasurable support to the athletic program for all the sports teams. And at the end of the school year,
Boosters make a special effort to recognize those graduating seniors that have thrived in both the academic and athletic fields of school life. These individuals have found a way to balance the rigors of academics with the demands of playing on team sports. Each of these scholar athletes has maintained a 3.0 GPA or better and participated in at least 2 sports in different seasons, each of their years for both junior and senior. Boosters are proud to recognize these outstanding individuals with a special gift. When I call your name, and it's okay if you want to clap individually, since it'll take some of them a few seconds to get up here. Please come forward, and just like we did with some of the other group awards, just go ahead and line up so we can get a group applause at the very end. So, in presenting these graduating seniors from 2024, and when I say their name, I'm going to list the sports that they've dabbled in as juniors and seniors. We will start with Van Anderson, soccer, basketball, and track. Playing soccer, basketball, track as well, Carrie Lou. This individual competed in cross-country, basketball, swimming, and track. Bella Caldwell. A soccer and tennis player, Gus Hurst Mitchell. Competing in soccer, basketball, and track, Abby Grovinetto. A cross-country basketball and track athlete, Ariana Gianelli. A volleyball and track athlete, Nicole Gonzalez. For soccer and basketball, Mitch Lober. For soccer and track, Lusa Hirschhorn. swimming and lacrosse, Rita Kunkel. For volleyball, diving, basketball, and track, Emery Curtis. For golf and dance, and I'm just going to simplify the last name if you don't mind. Jasmine L. Swimming and track, Mr. Miles Northrup. For soccer and basketball, Tatiana Serna. A cross-country runner, diver, track and lacrosse, Haley Thompson. At the event, the senior scholar athletes in 2024. And now, please welcome Mark Bixby and Liz Barry. The Spirit of Santa Fe Cup Award was endowed by a gift from the Conway family in 2008. This award recognizes a student who displays intellectual curiosity, community spirit, enthusiasm for the life of the school, and leadership. Chosen by the faculty, this student's presence and actions exemplify the character of citizenship and the uniqueness of our school culture. The award includes a scholarship to the graduating student's university for the next academic year.
In 11th grade, this year's recipient of the Spirit of Santa Fe Cup Award attended the Student Diversity Leadership Conference. While there, he received the following advice from a group leader: don't play small, take up space. He took this advice to heart, and the prep community is the better for it. Whether he is voicing his honest perspective on identity and belonging in class discussions, giving advice to the students he captains in swimming and track, or welcoming new and potential students as a prep ambassador with his warmth and laughter, this student has taken and yielded space with balance and grace. When reflecting on the student during our awards meeting, a staff member said that they decided where to sit at volleyball or basketball games based on where the student was set up in the stands. And that's because our award recipient always had his volume dialed to 10 plus to support his fellow victims on the court. This highlights a fundamental aspect of this year's awardee. He throws his whole voice and being into celebrating and supporting his peers. He is a role model for how to lean into community and how to speak your truth, for taking up space in the most generative of ways. We are thrilled to give this year's Spirit of Santa Fe Prep Award to Miles Nordstrom.
All right, now we are honored to invite the yearbook staff up to present this year's yearbook dedication.
So we're the yearbook editors. I'm Olive, I'm the editor-in-chief. And we decided this year to dedicate the yearbook to someone who has positively uplifted the prep community ever since starting working here, and to share that we have some quotes from some of her colleagues. And yeah. Hi, I'm Ella, I'm the design editor. As Dr. Lowe said, she has been incredibly supportive and encouraging to our vision. Was kind of discussing with the right words for someone who's like zero weeks and irrepressible this year.
I'm Jasmine, I'm the photography editor. And Sarah Stark said, a true grammarian, Shakespearean, and murderer of the founder. She has imbued the English permanent dress with her grace, her quick wit, and her love of literature. I will miss gourmet cheese and cracker cakes at our department meetings.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, I'm the senior editor. Dr. Walker mentioned. She was so kind and just welcomed me. Just amazing stories, including her dance line and the real-life tiger at her high school.
Hi, I'm Chris, I'm an editor at the Toronto website. The British literature does not have to be older dead, white male authors, but a cornucopia of diasporic writers reflecting the good, bad, and ugly of the British Empire.
And Erin Sherrock said she is the best cast of any class. So obviously we're dedicating the yearbooks to Miss Smith, who's unfortunately retiring this year. I'm going to stand up for 1 second.
Will remember the first line of the Canterbury Tale in the English. Can we start that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, go, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 1
As we just saw, Ms. Smith lights up in this classroom. She is the rare teacher that takes the time to check up on each student, helping with grammar before school, engaging quiet students in a discussion, and laughing with her advisor about the latest change in school policy. Ms. Smith's students will remember the little moments, galloping around the parking lot leaving Hampton tails, running to the hallway to spin around 3 times and spit to revoke the curse after saying the name of the Scottish play, and playing Jeopardy the day before Thanksgiving break because she understood no one wanted a grammar lesson 45 minutes before school went out. She is known as an iconic fashionista, and Room 20 will always hold memories of Miss Smith's immaculate outfits and cheerful smile, ready to discuss the latest chapter of her novel. of course, Miss Lee. Everyone that came to our photo booth, everyone that gave us a quote, thank you so much. And our yearbooks are arriving really soon, so be excited about it.
Many thanks to the yearbook editors for their tireless efforts in capturing and recording a collection of memories to document the school year. We can't wait to see it. Ms. Smith, what a tribute to you for that dedication. And know that we will miss your smile, cheer, moments of cheerleading, and we recognize that it will be significantly more challenging for students to participate in a Dress Like Your Teacher spirit day going forward. I would also like to thank our award presenters for their thoughtful tributes, and to our award recipients, congratulations. Thank you for your example and positive influence on our school community this year. As we close out this gathering, I would like to share just a few brief thoughts with you. When I was growing up, there was an ad for a salsa company where a bunch of cowboys were gathered around a campfire to share a meal together. They were passing around a jar of salsa to spice up the meal when the last of that jar empties, and someone asks for a new one. When the next jar is opened, it is clear that it's not the same salsa as was in the previous jar. One cowboy says, well, it's made in New York City. To which the rest of the cowboys reply in unison with exasperation, New York City? Never have I understood this ad more than I have this past year since relocating to Santa Fe. While not all things that come from New York City translate well to the Southwest, I do think that the following story that is based in New York City extends beyond its borders and may be one to consider and possibly learn from. I shared on the heels of an extraordinary successful year in cross country and track and field where, to my understanding, nearly all runners achieved PRs at least once or even multiple times. Several years ago, a young man out of Chicago who, if he had graduated from prep, would have been honored as a 3-season senior scholar athlete, matriculated to Columbia University where he majored in science. Yet, he went on to be a writer for Sports Illustrated. He then became a published author of a book titled The Sports Gene, where he explored the question of whether becoming an elite competitive athlete could be achieved through grit and determination, or if you had to be born with the right genetic makeup. The author of this book is named David Epstein, and there were a few experiences he had which piqued his interest in the sports gene topic. One of which was his own experience from Columbia, where he was a walk-on to the track team as an 800-meter runner. While he was good enough to join the track team as a walk-on, it is worth noting that he was a full 20 seconds slower than his teammate who had earned the scholarship for the same half-mile event. Because of this, not only did David not travel with the team, the coaching staff didn't really pay attention to his training regimen, and they essentially left him alone. Little did David know that this was a blessing. In his words, he said, I stuck with track for 2 miserable years of vomit-inducing workouts and ego-bruising races. Meanwhile, the scholarship recruits who were my teammates were quitting and being replaced by the next Rising Star recipients. There were plenty of days, even months, where I felt that I too should quit and walk away. But I was learning about the kind of training that worked for me, and I was improving. See, what David was doing was experimenting to find the optimal combination of exercise, food, and rest that worked for his body. He hypothesized, tried out certain combinations of these 3 elements, took notes, and reflected on what gave him the best results. David did not quit. He stayed a member of Columbia's track team for 4 years. In David's senior season, he earned a spot on the university's all-time top 10 list in the 800-meter run, and was part of a relay team that set the university record. That year, he was awarded the Gustav A. Jaeger Memorial Prize for the athlete who achieved significant athletic success in the face of unusual challenge and difficulty, which he characterized as hilarious because his unusual challenge and difficulty was just that he ethically stuck at first. I don't know about you, but I find this story inspiring and a model for what I want to believe is right for replication hereafter. I want to believe that the conditions are here for you to explore a variety of interests simultaneously and experiment with approaches and strategies about how to become your best self. It may feel like change is glacially slow, as referenced by Mr. Shewak, but it's important to remember that what is often characterized as overnight success happens gradually and then suddenly. So wherever you end this school year, let it be just a part of your experimental journey to thriving. Maybe take note of what has worked for you and what practices or habits were developed over the school year that don't serve you well. Awards and recognitions come in all types. Maybe pursue the kinds that are the most meaningful to you. And with that, we will conclude this awards assembly, but the school day has not come to an end quite yet. As you've learned, the yearbook is on the way, so we have a couple of options for you to choose from and have to spend your time until between now and until 3:40 p.m. We will be hosting some fun on the field with ice cream, or if you're feeling the time crunch of the school year closing out and need to complete assignments in preparation for exams, we have some academic workshop locations open. So for 9th grade, Mr. Border's room is open, room 15. For 10th grade, we have Mr. Sleeman's room, where Dr. Hill will be, that's room 13. And then for 11th grade, Bixby's room, room 25, is where Samuel Perez will be. Thank you all, and